Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Welcome back to another instant post-game reaction. Arsenal to Luton Town, Manhattan's 0. I mean, do you think it's going to be any way different? Nah, nah. This was always going to be a win for Arsenal. The margin was the question, wasn't it? And it wasn't much of a margin. 2-0? 2-0? I mean, did we not have more chances than that? I mean, were Luton Town that bad? Yeah, they didn't look like a team that was fighting, to get out of the relegation zone. So we're going to be talking about man of the match, a couple of players that came back and played really, really well, and we're going to maybe look at the table. Should we look at the table? We'll look at the table. Anyway, this is my instant post-game reaction. Arsenal to Luton Town. Now, yeah, a bit of a dank squid. Anyway, let's put this up as a little reminder of what happened. So yeah, there we go. There we go. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Sorry, people. I'm sure I'm doing here. Let's look at this one. There we go. So really good goal by Martin Odegaard, actually, and it was all started by Emil Smith-Rowe. I'll get to him in a second, actually. Put a bit of pressure on the midfielder. They lost possession, then Havertz passed it, squared it to Odegaard, down low to the goalkeeper's right. And the second goal, again, Emil Smith-Rowe had a bit of a hand in that as well. Even it was an own goal. It wasn't Reece Nelson didn't score that. It was an own goal by the midfielder for Luton Town. But yeah, good to see Emil Smith-Rowe play and Reece Nelson play as well. But let's have a look at shall we look at the starting 11? Let's have a look at the starting 11. So this was the starting 11. Of course, Ryango, Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel. I'll get to Gabriel in a moment. Zinchenko, I'll get to him in a moment. Thomas Partey, I'll get to him in a moment. Smith-Rowe, I'll get to him in a moment. Odegaard, I'll get to him in a moment. Nelson, Trossard, bit of a quiet game. Bit of a quiet game, didn't he? And of course, your guy, Kai. Oops. What's that stuck to my foot? Oh, what's that stuck to my foot? My goodness. Yeah, Kai Havertz had a bit of a quiet game, didn't he? Did they have a quiet game? Apart from the assist that came from Smith-Rowe's pressure on the ball. Yeah. So that was in the starting level. I mean, were there any surprises for you? And Bukayo Saka, there's been some news about him. Literally, like he's been carrying an injury for the longest time. Declan Rice didn't start, and Thomas Partey started there in a pivot role. So I was kind of surprised, actually. Still looking a little bit off the pace. I know a lot of you say, he's the golden boy, the golden man that makes the team, churn and move. Yeah, but he's only played less than a handful of games. So Arsenal have been playing out without Thomas Partey for the longest time. So how can he be? Well, anyway, I'm not going to get into that debate there. So Raya had a very, very quiet game, didn't he? I don't have the stats here. Can I get the stats? I mean, did Luton Town have a shot on target? I don't think they did. Let's have a look. Right, they had one shot on target. One shot on target, and the possession at the end was I'm kind of surprised. 58% for Arsenal and 42% for Luton Town. Really surprised. Shots. So Arsenal in total had 13 shots to Luton Town's 5. Shots on target 4. Not bad. And Luton Town only one shot on target. Corners 3 for Arsenal, 1 for Luton Town, and fouls committed 12 by Arsenal and 8 by Luton Town. Now, when I'm looking at Luton Town play, do you know what they remind me of? When they're playing, especially when they play against Arsenal. When they play against Arsenal, I mean, when I looked at this match here, it reminded me a lot like this. If I can get the picture, where's the picture? I've got a picture. I haven't got a picture, have I? No, I haven't got the picture. I haven't got the picture. Alex, what are you like, man? What I was going to say is, like I'm looking at Arsenal playing against Luton, and it's like, have you ever seen a kitten or a cat play against with a ball? It doesn't matter, something which is like a sphere You know, the cat is always playing with the ball, and that's how I saw Arsenal playing against Luton Town. It's just like a plaything. Oh, all right, you're going to try and put a little bit of pressure. Oh, right, yeah, okay. Luton Town did not look like a team that was fighting to get out of the relegation zone. There was no nastiness. There was no real pressure on the ball. And Ross Barkley, you could see Ross Barkley and the guy who used to play for Tottenham, left-footed player. You can see they're a cut above the Luton Town players. You know, Ross Barkley, yeah, time on the ball, midfielder, you know, pulling the strings. But apart from that, there was not much going forwards. There wasn't. So yeah, you know, I was just trying to, I was going to get this image up, but for some reason it didn't download there. But Luton Town, man, if only they could sort themselves out in a defence. It's like, don't panic, Mr. Manring, don't panic. Always panicking when the ball ping-ponging around in the defence. But anyway, that's Luton Town. That's Luton Town. But, you know, for me, I was so happy for Emil Smith Rowe. So happy for him. You know, he got 85 minutes. They got subbed off on the 84th minute and some change. But the guy got a good run out. And you can, I mean, again, the pressure on the ball, yeah, dispossessing the midfielder, passing it to Kai Havertz. Of course, Kai Havertz will get all the plaudits because he provided the assist for Martin Odegaard. But just looking at an Emil Smith Rowe in this team, you know, he's just fitting like, you know, like a I don't know, like a glove in a what was it? What's it? A hand in a well-made glove. Just right on in there. Really, really good to see Emil Smith Rowe back. Listen, I know Reece Nelson also played a part before he got subbed off. But I mean, for me, man of the match, Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard, for me, just exemplified all that is Arsenal over the last 2 seasons. The control in the midfield is so important. You know, before he came, I mean, how many times we say literally in the midfield, Thomas Partey needs a partner. Listen, we know we've got Declan Rice. We've got Declan Rice. But to have somebody in the midfield being a playmaker and seeing certain passes before anybody else, it makes such a world of difference. You know, twisting and turning, the overlapping, you know, for all Luton Town's defence. It's just the simple things. Picking up and running with the runners. You know, and Martin Odegaard, he just took full advantage of that, didn't he? But yeah, for me, Martin Odegaard is the man of the match. And actually, before we go any further, let's have a look and see, because I've already put the names out. See? I didn't prepare the photo of the cat playing with the ball of string, but I've already done the man of the match. So let's refresh this page here and see what the numbers, how you voted so far. So I've only chosen 4 players: Martin Odegaard, Gabriel Magalhaes, Saliba, and Kai Havertz. And out of 10 votes, Martin Odegaard has 100%. 100%. Kai Havertz, 0. William Saliba, 0. Gabriel Magalhaes, 0. But Martin Odegaard has 100% of the votes. I imagine that would change. I imagine you'll come in and send me comments that, but actually, Alex, why did you not write this player down? Why did you not put this player's name in there? Because I couldn't be bothered. I couldn't be bothered. Right, okay. So let me just quickly refresh the page there. Let's see. Put a keen eye on that. Yep, still just 10 votes. Odegaard is on 100% of the votes. Right. So with that, I know Man City are playing against Aston Villa, and the last time I saw, spoiler alert, it was 2-1 to Man City. So this is how the table stands. Did I do that? Yes, I did. Here we go. So Arsenal are on the top with 68 points. Liverpool, Man City, respectively, second and third are with 67 points. And Aston Villa, I can't see it. Is that 59 points? 59 points. 59 points. All right. Okay. Anything else I want to talk to you guys about? No, I think that was it, wasn't it? Yeah. So let's kind of get this back up again. Again, this was the starting 11. Zinchenko, again, in that pocket in the final third. I can't remember what was the passage of play, but he kind of went for the ball. And I think it might have been Gabriel Magalhaes that also went for the ball. So Zinchenko kind of paused, and then the Luton Town right winger got hold of the ball. Again, Zinchenko should never be in that situation there. He's not a fullback, right? He's not a fullback. That's all I'm going to say on that. Zinchenko. Thomas Partey again looked a little bit off the pace. I mean, he did like, a nice little flicks and, how can I say, just like picking out a little ball, passing through the lines. But apart from that, I'm just thinking, is he going to play a significant part for the last, is it 8 games? 8 games? 7, 8 games? Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. Have a look here. 8 games. Is he going to play a significant part in the final 8 games? It remains to be seen. It remains to be seen. I'm his biggest critic. He will be here, I think, come the summer. But beyond that, your guess is as good as mine. I know a lot of people like you laud him, but for me, no. Sorry. Right, and who else was there? Talk about Smith Rowe, Martin Odegaard for me, man of the match. Reece Nelson, another player that we've had massive question marks over him. Is he going to make it? Is he not? Well, Eddie Nketiah came on in the second half, didn't he? I think with 10 minutes to go. Hustle and bustling, and still hasn't scored though. Hasn't scored. And then there was Trossard. Not the best of games. But you can't expect players to play at the optimum performance every single game of the season. 38 games in the Premier League. Not even talking about cup games or even the Champions League. It's almost impossible unless they're machines. They're not machines, they're human beings. So I will allow Leonardo Trossard to have an off night. Didn't have the best of games. And Kai Havertz got the assist. He got the assist. So what are you talking about? I don't know. Right. Okay. I think there's been just one comment. Oh, there's been 2 comments. Hey up, goodness. Moderator for this show, Ashley D says, and he follows it up by saying we were boring. They had more possession. And I think the first half, we only had 2 shots on goal. I'll tell you what. There was one point in the first half after the goal when Luton Town kind of got a little bit of control of the game, and then they were like doing long passes, avoiding the midfield. I was thinking, oh, right, they're trying something different. But I just never believed, looking at how they were playing there, that they were ever going to score against Arsenal. Possession is great, but what happens if you've got all the possession in the world, but you don't stick the ball in the net? Luton Town are going down, man. They're going down. They're going down. Then you say Nketiah, Nelson to go. Smith Rowe will probably want to go. Jesus got to go. Actually, you're harsh. You're very, very harsh on that, to be honest. Nketiah, well, I mean, that's your opinion. They need to go. Smith Rowe will probably want to go. Remains to be seen. I'm not sure how much more time he's got left on his current contract. And Jesus, again, that's your opinion. You're saying that he's got to go. That's 2 seasons ago when he came to Arsenal as a marquee signing. I never really honestly believed that he would be a 20-plus goal a season a striker. I think he probably did it once when he was at Man City, but anything beyond that, it was never gonna be that kind of striker. Yeah, all right, you're going to tell me, okay, but he does everything else, Alex. A striker, I want my striker to score goals. That's why you're getting paid, to score goals, not to run back, to provide assist. You're there to score goals, Gabriel Jesus. And he's looking a little bit out of sorts. You know, remember, everyone's thinking, oh, you know what, Mikel Arteta has gone over to Man City, spoken to Pep Guardiola. Can I please have Gabriel Jesus? Yeah, of course you can. Yeah. We don't want him to go, but you can have him. And all the while, we didn't realize that the reason why Gabriel Jesus left Man City is because he was left out a couple of games, I think, in Europe, Champions League matches. And he just realized that it wasn't going to happen. And he got on the phone crying to his mum. So, you know, Gabriel Jesus, as an out-and-out striker, is never going to get you 20 goals a season. Never. That's right, I put it out there. Right. Before we wrap up this one, let me just kind of check who's this. All right, okay, that's work related. Let me remove this. Remove this. And what is this? Right, okay. Can I have a get? Right. So, spoiler alert: Man City versus Aston Villa. Spoiler alert: if you don't want to hear the scoreline, get out of the room now, or cover your ears, or do whatever you need so you can't hear what I'm about to say. It is now 4-1 to Man City. 4-1. Let's see who scored the goals. So Rodri scored 11th minute. Foden scored on injury time in the first half and scored a hat trick. Phil Foden has scored a hat trick. Yeah. So let me just see what it means. Okay. Right. Okay, so come on. Before I wrap up this one, I know we've been running for 17 minutes and some change. Come in the live chat. I see you are watching me over here, gas on about Arsenal beating Luton Town 2-0. It wasn't going to be anything else, was it, really? Let me know who was your man of the match. I'm going for Martin Odegaard for how he controlled the midfield. And to be honest, there wasn't much resistance in the midfield, to be honest. I mean, Ross Barkley, Luton Town, if only they knew how to defend. If only. Good going forward, not so good defending. So come into the live chat. Let me know your thoughts about the game, as well as who was your man of the match. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look here. Actually, behave yourself. All right, what am I doing here? Okay, I'm just refreshing the page here. And let's have a look and see if there's been any change on the man of the match. Again, I've put names in there: Martin Odegaard, Gabriel Magalhães, William Saliba, and Kai Havertz. And there's been a slight change. We've had 21 votes now. And the other votes have gone to Gabriel Magalhães. So Saliba is still on 0%. Kai Havertz is still on 0%. Gabriel Magalhães is on 14% now of the votes. And Martin Odegaard is out on a whopping 86% of the votes. I thought, yeah, I'm not his biggest fan, to be honest. It's fine. Sometimes in the big games, he goes missing. But look at the game today. I thought, oh, really good. But it was against Luton Town. It wasn't against Liverpool or Man City. You know what I mean? All right. Okay. I better just shut up. Right. Okay. And very funny. Very funny. Come on. Let's see. Right. Okay. It's telling me how 50% of you are watching from the formerly known as Twitter, and is now X. Come on, send us a comment. Let me know who was your man of the match. I've gone for Martin Odegaard, the club captain. Who's your man of the match? Right. Okay, so you know what? I think probably need to remove this. Can I remove this? And let's put on this just as a reminder that Martin Odegaard scored on the 24th minute. Again, the catalyst was Emil Smith-Rowe, putting pressure on the midfielder, dispossessed him, passed the ball wide to Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz squared it for Odegaard, down low to the goalkeeper's right-hand side. The second goal was an own goal. Everyone's thinking, actually, it was a bit of a giveaway because Reece Nelson didn't celebrate, did he? Oh, what's happening here? Was it offside? No, it wasn't offside. It was an own goal. If only Luton Town know how to defend. I might have to come out of retirement, man. Might have to come out of retirement. Anyway. Come on, guys. Pop into the chat and say hi. Yeah, actually, I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure what's going on. People are probably thinking, oh, I've got work in the morning. It's not going to stop you from, just typing a hi or hello. And anyway. All right. What was I going to do here? Let me remove this. Let me refresh the page and see where we are now with the man of the match. Remains the same, 25 votes. Okay, and that is okay. Sorry, just gonna. All right, so let me give you guys a quick heads up what's going to be happening now. Well, actually, for the next few days. There is no Easy Talk. I'll put the Easy Talk on hold for the next few weeks. And if you don't know, I will tell you now, the channel will be coming to an end. The last game of the season, which I believe is against Everton, on May the 17th. There is a video that I put on the platform to explain the reasons why. And the reasons is 6 years for me is more than enough. And I want to get back to family life, spending more time with my wife. But I don't cut a long story short. The channel will be coming to an end. It will be coming to an end on May the 17th. There will be no more collaborations, no more highlighting of other channels that we've been affiliated with over the course of 6 years. So we're gonna probably go out. Maybe I don't know. We're gonna go out with a bang. I'm not gonna go out with a bang. We didn't start up with a bang. So we're probably gonna go out with a little whimper. But there will be more time between now and May the 17th to do more live shows, get some more of the contributors back onto the channel, and yeah. I was just looking at the fixtures just to remind myself that we're going to be playing against Brighton on Saturday. Now I'm actually going away, so there will be no instant post-game reaction. I might try and do it on the Sunday if I can muster up enough energy. And then on the Monday, next week, Monday, I will be doing a show with James Rowe, who I met up with this week. And we're going to be talking about the Bayern Munich game. Yeah, back in the Champions League. So that's going to be Monday at 5 p.m. at UK time. And I think maybe that week, maybe next week, I might think about doing these talk, but I can't promise anything. So that's what's going to be happening for the next few days. Right, now, where are we? I should do a live stream from a pub so anyone can turn up and say hi. Actually, we actually have a thought about doing that, actually. I'm going to be meeting Jonathan from Arsenal Colombia for the last game of the season. And I have said that we might do a meetup. It might be at the Gunners pub. So yeah, we've been thinking about it, but it won't be like what we did the last time. I was actually on the stage cacking myself with the H-Men, Tim Hogan, El-Tel, the original Godfather, and John the Geezer Guna. It won't be like that on the stage. It might be we might be in a corner, just having a little chit chat, talking about the season. And but yeah, that's something we have actually thought about doing, Ashley. Right, last few minutes. Let's refresh the page and see where we are with the man of the match. Let's have a look. Right, we have now received 27 votes. And Ødegaard's still out in front on 89% now. And Gavin McGallins is down to 11%. And Saliba and Havertz, you're not liking them anymore, are you? Not liking them anymore. Are on 0%. Right. Do it on a Sunday so that not working. Those who are not working can turn up. Yeah, it might be. I'll need to speak to Eltel and maybe John the Geezer Guna as well, and maybe some other victims. Victims, yeah. But I'll need to speak to the establishment first to see if that's going to be a possibility. Right, I kind of get the feeling actually that we are finished. Let me just kind of see where are we? Right, okay. All right, move this, refresh that. Right, it's still 4-1 to Man City. Man City. And I might need to change just for the goal difference, to be honest, for no other reason. But this is how the table stands at this moment in time. Arsenal are now on top with 68 points, with 30 played. Liverpool, second place from 29 played on 67. Man City on 67 also with 30 played. Is that 30 played? Aston Villa, 31 played on 59 points and currently losing 4-1 to Man City. Right. Let me move that out of the way. Okay, lost refresh. Let's see. Right, still on 27% of the votes. I'm just going to quickly just check something before we say our goodbyes. Right, okay. Sorry about this, people. Okay, that should do it. Okay, all right. So we've come to an end on that. Again, remember, there is no easy talk this Friday. There's a possibility it might return next Friday. I'm actually off from my work for half term because I work in schools for 2 weeks. So the first week, which Wednesday, we call bump day, don't we? Or the hump day. So no easy talk this Friday. Possibly coming back next week Friday, but I most likely will be back on Sunday to do a post-game reaction of Brighton versus Arsenal, and then on Monday I'll be back with James Rowe talking about the Bayern Munich game. So make sure you pile in, come in the live chat, and let us know your thoughts about that. So on the day that the Man Hatters didn't look so mad, did they? They looked quite tame against the Arsenal against Arsenal. Good performance by Martin Ødegaard to rally the troops. Of course, he got the goal. Some of the players were a little bit off the pace. Again, with the possession, I was surprised actually. It was a little bit closer with the possession. I think it was 52% to Arsenal, 48 to Luton Town. And there was a little bit of a resistance in the first half. A little bit of resistance, but all the possession in the world, if you cannot put the ball in the net, doesn't mean anything. Does not mean anything. Anyway, with that said, this has been Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.